Hi, I'm Erin Palmer, Team Rayceen Productions co-host and moderator.
And I'm Rina, Team Rayceen Productions co-host and moderator.
Joining us is Bree from QueerTalkDC. Welcome.
Thank you all so much for having me.
Now, before we talk about Queer Talk DC, please tell the viewers a little about your background and who you are.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So thank you so much again for having me. My name is Bree. I am the creator of Queer Talk DC. I created Queer Talk back in May after seeing a little bit of need for it. But I am a health policy professional during my day job when I'm not working on Queer Talk. And I moved to Washington, D.C. about 8 years ago. And I have a wonderful family here in the district. And
Love it. Well, tell us all about Queer Talk DC, including more about what inspired you to start it and all the details, how it's going, all of it.
Absolutely. Thank you. So what inspired me to start Queer Talk was I have a friend who would send me really cool queer events, particularly for BIPOC, Sapphic people. And she would just send them to me randomly. And it hurt my heart knowing that I would only know about these events if she sent it to me. And I was like, I can't be the only person that feels this way about these really popular parties. But didn't know where to find them. And so I was laying in bed one day and I looked at my girlfriend and I said, what if I created a platform that just consolidated all of the fun, queer stuff for people to do every single weekend and see where it went? And she said, I think that's a great idea. And so I gave it a shot. My graphic skills, if you want to look at Queer Talk DC, you can definitely see that my graphic skills have improved from that first post I made back in May. But Queer Talk is a very successful community now. It's so much more than a social media platform. I host events all throughout the city now. And I focus on people in the queer community that I think are not usually the focus of queer events. And that is sapphic, trans, non-binary people who identify as within the BIPOC community. I hold a lot of pride in knowing that Queer Talk is a space where everybody is uplifted, but particularly those groups in particular, and folks who are deaf and hard of hearing, have their own section in my guides as well. So I hold a lot of pride in knowing that those particular groups are particularly extra celebrated when it comes to my guides, when it comes to the events I do.
Awesome. Well, you recently organized your first events. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, absolutely. It is called Sapphic Social. This is a wonderful photo of, and this is my first ever event, actually. Had no idea how it was going to do it. It took place at Cotton and Reed on a Thursday in September, and the turnout was absolutely spectacular. We had just over, I think, 100 people come, and Cotton and Reed is a pretty big place. They're a rum distillery local to the Union Market area, and it was just really nice to see so many people come enjoy themselves on a Thursday with curated rum cocktails and just laughs and being in community. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. Truly. Yes.
This looks like another one. Tell us about this.
Absolutely. So this is the spooky season edition of Sad. That's actually my girlfriend on the right-hand side. I think she was dressed up as Cupid, but she looks beautiful. But so this was the spooky season edition of Sapphic Social. And I encouraged people to dress up if they wanted to, and they showed up and showed out. And Con and Reed actually hit max capacity that day. for what they could legally have on the grounds. They haven't done that in years, I was told. And I think doing this really helped the community, the actual restaurant industry and bars and companies see like, oh, Sapphic people want a place to go. They want something to do. So let's continue this. Let's continue this partnership. You have people that want to come out, and they're super supportive. So I'm really happy that we have a running event with them now. Not Read.
That's so great. So tell us what feedback you've gotten and what you've learned from hosting these events.
Feedback has been absolutely phenomenal. I make it a point to say hi to everybody who walks into the event. And I had a lot of people who showed up to the first event, who also showed up to the second event and brought friends. The response has been absolutely phenomenal. And I can't underscore the need for more spaces like this. And so I'm really happy to be a part of it and bringing it to Washington, D.C., my home.
That's awesome. So what are your long-term goals and your short-term goals for Queer Talk DC?
This is a wonderful question. It's something I think about all the time. I see Queer Talk as a revolution in the best way. There are so many things that I want to do with Queer Talk in the short term, and one of my upcoming events is one of them. It's just being like so different. But I know this is what the Sapphic trans and non-binary community, you know, want, particularly Sapphic community, because that's the community I'm a part of. But I see Queer Talk breaking boundaries. In the short term, New Year's Eve, long term-ish, I would like to do other things like create like something during Pride Month. World Pride's coming up, and there's no reason why we don't have something that's specific for Sapphic people. In all these scenarios, I would also like to do maybe a Sapphic kickball league in Washington, D.C. We have Stonewall, would love something that's linear to that, to provide some equity there. So but there's a lot of long-term goals that I have, a lot of ideas that I would love to work with the community on.
We love hearing some of your creative process, and we also love shameless plugs. So tell us a little bit more about the event that you have upcoming.
Absolutely. So the event I have coming up is called Sapphic New Year's Eve Celebration. It is a formal attire New Year's Eve celebration that's taking place at Hotel Zena, in their Fig Leaf restaurant, bar, and lounge area on the first floor, the ground level. And it's happening on December 31st from 8 p.m. until 1 a.m. January 1st. Very excited. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We have DJs, we have hors d'oeuvres that'll be passed around complimentary to guests. We have a complimentary champagne toast, and so much more. So I hope folks will be able to come and enjoy themselves and have a good time.
That's awesome. Definitely want to be in the building. Can you tell our viewers how they can follow and support Queer Talk DC and how people can submit events to you?
Absolutely. So right now, in terms of submitting events to Queer Talk DC, a form is coming, I promise. I've been super busy planning New Year's Eve, but a form is coming for right now. You can feel free to DM me or tag me in the post. I see those posts, but those are the two best ways right now. And on social media, I can be found on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Queer Talk DC for all three.
Awesome. Viewers, please look in the description below for links. Bree, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
To those watching, please follow Team Rayceen on social media and subscribe to the Team Rayceen YouTube channel.
And viewers, thank you for watching.